everyone. I'm Fayetteville Mayor Lionel Jordan. It is my honor to help dedicate this historical marker and share our new street sign with you today. But first, I want to thank a few people for helping us get here today. I want to give a big thank you to our Black Heritage Preservation Commission, and I want to, yes. And I want to thank Councilmember DeAndre Jones. Andre, where are you at? They recommended the marker and street renaming projects to the City Council. I also want to thank our long-range planner, Britton Bostick, for all the work that she has done on this. Thank you. I want to thank our City Council members for approving both these projects. I want to thank Dr. Michael Pierce and Jerry Hogan, who helped write the text for the marker. Let's give them all a big round of applause now. Let's not hold back today. We waited 180 years for this. Yes? I want to thank Dr. Pierce. He is the lead scholar for the Nelson Hackett project at the University of Arkansas. Yes. Now, Dr. Pierce has helped shine a light on someone who needs to be remembered today. It's a lesser known part of our history, but very important. 180 years ago, Nelson Hackett labored as a slave right here on the square. He escaped his enslavement and fled to Canada, where he could be free. About a year later, the U.S. government forced him to return to Fayetteville and into slavery. Nelson Hackett's experience caused debate not only in this country, but internationally. The British government changed its laws to prevent enslaved people from being extradited like Mr. Hackett was. This marker and our renamed street are a way to honor Nelson Hackett and remember his experiences. It is also a recognition of the valuable history and heritage and contributions of Fayetteville's Black residents. Yes. Today we recognize Nelson Hackett's story in a tangible way. He is part of Fayetteville's history and deserves to be remembered. Now I would like to invite J.L. Jennings up to the podium to speak. J.L.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your support for belonging and equity in our city and for your leadership that creates the space for events like this today. First, I would like to recognize the Black Historic Preservation Commission for your dedication and all the hard work that you have poured into making this marker a reality. Specifically, I would like to recognize Commissioner Caleb Turner for spearheading the planning and organization of this event today. Words could not express how much I appreciate Britton Bostick. On behalf of the commission, we would like to sincerely thank you for guiding us through this process and everything that you do behind the scenes to help our commission run smoothly. The beautiful thing about Fayetteville is that it is a community that supports all her citizens in a collaborative way. I would like to recognize and thank Dean Catherine Sloan for the support for this project from the Fulbright College of Arts and Sciences.
Good evening. How's everybody? I do want to say, and I think Mike Pierce did kind of mention this, that this project started when a bunch of humanities scholars at the University of Arkansas, including myself, wrote a Chancellor's Innovation and Collaboration grant. And this resulted, of course, in Mike Pierce kind of brainstorming this project in a public humanities kind of sphere. And he included people like Carrie Banton, who many of you might know. She's actually in Ghana on study abroad currently. But more importantly, this kind of project shows that there's no division between the so-called town and gown, right? Fulbright College is known for these great community collaborations. And I really think that this project really came to fruition through the University of Arkansas, but also partnership with Red Rooster Design, the Washington County Remembrance Project, the Washington County Archives, and others, not to mention the Pryor Center, who's hosting us today. But I really also want to take just a few more moments, and I told JL that I wouldn't be long, but I think this is a perfect opportunity for me to stress, and I may be preaching to the choir here, but humanities and history matter. We live in a world where a lot of the funding goes towards STEM, right? We need STEM fields, obviously, but we can't lose sight of the liberal arts education or the practice of layman's history, right? History is what teaches us to be empathetic, to identify with people in the past, people that are different than us, to think about societies in their context, to be an informed citizenry, right? When we go to the ballot box. It's very important, especially in this time and age. So go out, practice history, ask questions. It was Mike Pierce who had read about Nelson Hackett very briefly in a few historical documents, but then uncovered that mystery, that puzzle, by collaborating with others to kind of flesh out this beautiful picture of an individual that left no records and no voice, but is important nonetheless. But we have a lot of records out there also where we can glean voices and glean perspectives. Don't let the humanities and history die. Be informed citizens. Practice it whether you have a degree or not. So thank you very much.
I'd like to continue by recognizing and thanking Dr. Michael Pierce from the History Department at the University and Dr. Kareeb Banton from the African American Studies program for bringing Mr. Hackett's story to life and for educating our commission on the significance of Mr. Hackett to Arkansas history. Additionally, I would like to recognize Mary McGettrick and Sherry Smith for their contributions for making today a reality, and Mr. Jerry Hogan for authoring the text that will be displayed on the marker. Finally, I would like to recognize and thank the Black History Commission of Arkansas for awarding us the grant that funded this project. When our commission met first 2.5 years ago, we wanted to make an impact on our community by bringing to light some of Fayetteville's untold history like that of Mr. Hackett. Through our work, we also want to find opportunities to increase feelings of belonging for all of our citizens. We believe honoring Nelson Hackett is an important first step in this goal. It's remarkable to think that Mr. Hackett, an enslaved Mr. Hackett, could have actually stood here where his marker is installed today, unknowing of the impact that his life would have on the world. While we do not know how Mr. Hackett's story ended, what we do know is that his impact was felt by thousands. Not only are we honoring Mr. Hackett with this beautiful bronze marker, but we are also honoring him by renaming a street. The updates to Nelson Hackett Boulevard have been completed, and we are excited to hang this street sign that also celebrates Mr. Hackett's journey. Yes. While we're proud of the work that our commission has done in such a short period of time, our work is not complete. There's still more to be done. Fayetteville's Black Heritage Preservation Commission will seek opportunities to preserve and protect Black culture and seek ways to honor and commemorate Fayetteville's untold story. So please join us after the unveiling at the Pryor Center for a reception and a little bit of some Delta blues. And also feel free to take pictures with the marker tonight or anytime in the future. So thank you. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Mayor Jordan.
Okay. All right, now let us unveil the marker This will be the street sign. I want to thank you all for being here, and I hope you will take a minute to visit the marker and take photos tonight or anytime you are at the square. Thank you all very much for being here.